Hello and welcome to Knit Cheek. My name is Natalie and I am the cheek behind Knit Cheek, and this week I am trying out a knitting and crochet subscription box. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie and I talk about knitting on the internet. And today I have been sent a couple of Hooks and Needles subscription boxes to try out. This is a subscription box by Hooks and Needles. This is a sponsored video. They did send these to me. I just have to tell you that I promise these are my opinions. No money that I have made here on YouTube has been worth lying to anybody about. Like, it's just, I try to keep it as authentic as possible. And honestly, if they would have sent these to me with nothing, no strings attached, I would have been excited to try them out anyways. I am excited to work with a brand that is actually selling products for knitters instead of just working with brands that like sell random things here on YouTube. So I'm excited to try these out. I think that these are really cool, like a really great idea for beginners, people trying to learn like new techniques, or just a way to keep yourself inspired to keep making products. All of the project options that you get with these boxes are relatively small projects, so you're not going to like end up with a huge commitment, or if you pile up or whatever, they're not huge projects. You get to choose between a knitting or a crochet box. But I've opened the knitting box, so I know that it comes with everything that you need for your choice of 3 patterns. The 3 patterns go beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I have been thinking about like what projects are great for beginners. Sometimes I feel like my answers are always boring, like a scarf or a beanie. And I like these boxes because they give you all sorts of project ideas that I wouldn't necessarily have thought of for beginners, but they very much are beginner friendly, especially since you don't have to worry about having to buy anything for that project. Gifting these boxes to somebody who has mentioned that they want to get into knitting or crochet, I think is also like a really cool idea to get them motivated to try the hobby. I should probably open one of these up. So each box comes with a instruction booklet, and you get 3 choices, and the instructions are really, really detailed. Like, I wanted to show you a page of how detailed they can be. Very detailed instructions for beginners. And then they also have YouTube tutorials as well, so the patterns will have like a QR code so that you can go to a YouTube tutorial for that pattern. So here's my knitting box. I've got 3 balls of yarn, and then various tools that I will need to create those projects. So I have a double pointed needle, a circular needle, a tube of darning needles, which I don't actually have one of these tubes, so I'm excited about. This is like what I'm most excited about in this box randomly. A pair of little scissors, and then it also came with buttons for one of the projects that needed the buttons. So for the knitting box, I want to do the purse. What is it called? The knitting box, I'm going to make the Sunset Swirl Tote, which is the beginner project. I have a discount code for you. If you are interested in trying one of these subscription boxes, you can use my code Natalie20, Natalie 20, to get 20% off of your first box. They're also really easy to pause or cancel your subscription at any time, so you don't have to worry about a commitment. It is day 2 of me trying to get these hook and needles projects done, and here's my progress. I think I may have underestimated how long this would take. I was like, oh, I could do this in 2 days, which I could, I think, but like I also have a life, you know. I don't know, I feel like this felt like more knitting than I thought it would. I still think that this project, I mean, it's a relatively small project. I don't think it would be like a weekend project. I think it would take a little bit longer than that. Like unless you were like planning on staying in all weekend. Did I even go into detail of what I'm making? I am making this like tote. It is like a 3-piece tote. So you make 3 squares and then you put those squares together to make a tote. So right now I'm just making the squares. I'm still on the first square. So I do have a bit of a ways to go. I'd like to get this done. I'm almost done with this one and then start one of the other colors and then hopefully finish that today. If I could get 2 done, that would be great. Definitely gonna take a little bit longer than I thought. The knitting is going to take me, my guess to make this would be like the fastest I could do it would be 3 days, which I was trying to do this as fast as I can for no other reason than to like do it. So far, I really like the materials that came in the box. Like I'm really impressed with the needles. Like they're really nice needles. Like they have a really nice cable. I guess that's all I've really used. The yarn, I believe the yarn is superwash because it says it's unshrinkable and it's made in Italy. It doesn't have like too much of a superwash feel to it though. The yarn colors are, I just think they're really fun. Like orange, purple, like cream. And they're just colors that I think they complement each other like in a fun way that I wouldn't think to pick out. But if you actually look around my house, like I struggle with color, but if you look around my house, you can see that I like color. I just struggle on color when it comes to wearing it. My go-to colors would probably be like a light pink, lighter blue, like blue jean blue, and like red are like the easiest ones for me to throw into my wardrobe. They're all very like neutral colors, but other colors, like I just have a hard time on figuring out how to wear them. But this is really cute. I think it's like, I mean, it's a tote bag, so it's not like a sweater or something that I'm going to be wearing all the time. I do really like the colors together. They're just fun. Can I say that any more times? My goal today is to get outside because it's spring here in California and it is absolutely gorgeous out. The sun is shining. It's nice and warm, but not too hot. I would like to get outside today. I do have some errands to run and I think I might just set up at the house that we're renovating so that I can help Joe if he needs help, but I'll also just be able to sit outside and knit for a while. So that's what I have planned on day 2. I'll check in when I have a little bit more progress on this project. Okay, here is a quick progress update on my Hooks and Needles knitting box project, and it is now day 3. I finished my orange square and I have almost finished my second purple square. I still need to do the 3rd white square, but I got distracted yesterday on another project and I was like, oh, I'm just going to work on this for a little bit, and then I ended up working on it for the rest of the night. So I did get a little sidetracked, but this has been a really good portable project. Like I can knit in the car, passenger, obviously. It's been really good for that, and I'm hoping to cast this off tonight, and then I think tomorrow, day 4, I will start the white one. It's going pretty good, and I'll catch up with you when I have a little bit more progress. It is day 4 of working on this project, and I am currently on my 3rd square. I'm on the cream square. We are driving out to San Diego today, so we have quite a bit of a road trip, and this is like the perfect car knitting because it's just knitting back and forth. I have lots of snacks. Compartment full of candy. a whole gallon of orange juice. Got 2 water bottles. My car is filthy. A couple sodas and a probiotic drink. I share a car with Mr. Cheek. Sharing a car with a man is, it's economical, but there are its downsides. Okay, he's coming back from dropping off a package, so I'll check in with y'all later when I have some more progress. Hi. It has been days, weeks since I have picked up this project. I put it on hold because I had a test knit due and I went on a weekend trip, and it just kind of took a while to get back to this because I knew that I wanted to film it and make sure that I was kind of documenting how long it took. So I wanted to make sure I had a day that I could start it and kind of do this primarily for the day and vlog. So it's been a little bit, but I do have all 3 of my squares finished, and I'm hoping that I can finish this today. So don't know exactly what I need to do. I know I need to seam it together and make a strap, but I don't know how intensive that is. I also think that I made my squares a little bit bigger than I needed to, but hopefully I'm still gonna have enough yarn for the strap. So I have this much yarn left, and the strap actually uses all 3 colors, so we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. But yeah, that's my goal for today, is to finish this. It is raining outside, it is hailing, it is thundering, so it's a great day to stay in and finish a project. Let's see if I can do it. All right, Peaches is on my lap, so I can't move, but I did finish sewing together the tote, and it doesn't seem too wonky, which when seaming a purse in the past, I've had issues with wonkiness. So now I'm on to the next step, which I think I'm picking up stitches and making an edging here, and then I will move on to the strap. This could definitely use a blocking, but it's turning out really cute so far. Here I am with a finished edging on my bag. Now I need to do the straps. Is it looking wonky now that I did the thing? Maybe blocking will help, but this is where I'm at. Let's do some straps. The good news is that I finished. I did the strap, I weave in all my ends, and I just need to block it. And it's a good thing because I have the smallest sliver of light left. So I'm gonna go block this, and then I will show you the finished product after it's done blocking in a few days. Well, it's been a couple of days and my project is done and blocked and ready to go. What do I mean by that? I don't know. It took me a total of 5 days to make this tote. I do really think that this is a quick project if you're someone who knits primarily on the weekends. I think it would take 2 weekends, or if you knit every night, maybe a week to knit this. I enjoyed the process of it. The instructions were thorough, but I did try to read them as a total newbie with that in mind. And there were some times where I was I wonder if somebody who's never knit would understand this. So I did end up watching the tutorial that comes with the pattern. Whatever I didn't understand as a newbie in the instructions would have made sense in the video. And the video walks you through every step of the process. So I thought that was really cool. I also think that if you're someone who likes to gift knit, this could be a really fun way to accumulate gifts throughout the year and then save them for Christmas to give away. I think the only person I wouldn't really recommend this box to is if you're super particular about your yarn content or yarn colors. You may want to be selecting the yarn that you want. The same type of person who isn't going to like to buy advent calendars or mystery knit-alongs may not like this because you can't really control what you're doing. You do get to pick between 3 patterns, but you don't get to pick your colors or your yarn. That, or if you're someone who's already knows that you're a very tight knitter or a loose knitter and you don't have a lot of needles already to kind of mess with that gauge. That being said though, most of these projects that I've seen have been accessories or household items, so it shouldn't matter too much when it comes to gauge if you end up with a smaller or larger item, because it doesn't need to fit your body. But those are just some things that I would put out there if you are thinking about buying the box. But for me, I loved it and definitely would knit again or crochet again. If you do decide to give it a whirl, my code is Natalie20 for 20% off your first box. This is actually going to be gifted to my stepsister because I didn't get her a gift and I was just thinking of something last minute to get her and asked my mom, what should I get her? And she said, oh, she likes purses. And I was like, does she like totes? How about a hand knitted tote? And she's like, yeah, she would love that. I'm excited to give this to her. I do like to gift knit, especially if I know the recipient is going to like the gift knit. That's definitely something I enjoy doing. Thank you for watching this review of the Hooks and Needles subscription box. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.